You are listening to Passport Talks, a podcast on how to become a true cosmopolitan, how to travel the world without visas, create a safe haven for your family, and access top-notch education and healthcare with a second passport or residency.
USA EB-5 visa requirements, costs, and obtaining process. The EB-5 Investor Visa Program, established in 1990, enables foreign investors to attain legal permanent residency in the United States. Investing in a U.S. business leads to acquiring a green card. Investors have two options. They can opt for an EB-5 direct investment in a specific business that generates 10 local jobs or collaborate with an approved regional center. These accredited entities pool funds from EB-5 participants to invest in projects and create jobs on their behalf. Pros and cons of the EB-5 Investor Visa. Advantages are associated with obtaining permanent residency through a green card, permitting investors and their family members to reside, work, and study in the United States. Additional benefits of the EB-5 investment visa encompass the following aspects. 1. Individuals from any nation can apply for the visa. 2. The United States is renowned as one of the most sought-after global destinations for business and lifestyle. 3. Spouses and unmarried children under 21 can be included in the application. 4. No prerequisites exist for specific language proficiency or prior business or investment experience. 5. Eligibility for citizenship is attainable after residing with a green card for 5 years. Nevertheless, there are potential drawbacks related to the risks of application denial and financial loss if the project falters. The drawbacks of participating in the EB-5 program encompass the following issues. 1. The EB-5 investment sum is substantial, requiring an investment of either $800,000 or $1,050,000, depending on the region. 2. Participation for individuals subject to U.S. sanctions might be complicated or unattainable. 3. Difficulties can arise when researching U.S. businesses and projects due to potential cultural and legal disparities. Requirements for EB-5 visa applicants. Individuals aged 18 and above with a clean criminal record and legal income are eligible to apply for the EB-5 investment visa regardless of nationality. Inclusion of spouses and unmarried children under the age of 21 is permitted. During the 2-year conditional residency period, EB-5 visa investors must fulfill the physical presence requirement and are restricted from spending more than a year outside the United States. Investment requirements and expenses. To fulfill the EB-5 eligibility requirements, applicants must engage in a qualifying investment within a U.S. business, creating employment opportunities for U.S. workers. 2 distinct investment options are available to fulfill the prerequisites of the EB-5 visa. 1. Invest $800,000 in a project located in a rural or high unemployment area, a target employment area project. 2. Invest $1,050,000 in a project situated in a non-targeted employment area. The committed funds must remain invested for 5 to 7 years after the successful issuance of a conditional green card to the candidates. Potential funding sources for the EB-5 investment include home and company equity, proceeds from property sales, profit distribution, income accumulation, salaries, and bonuses. No additional contributions are obligatory in the event of including family members in the application. The administrative fee and immigration stamp duty are consistent whether the investor applies individually or with their family. For families, the EB-5 visa expenses encompass the subsequent charges. 1. A minimum investment amount of $800,000 plus dollars or $1,050,000 plus dollars. 2. An administrative fee of $70,000. 3. A registration fee of $1,000. 4. A legal fee of $3,675 per family for submitting an I-526E petition for the EB-5 visa. 5. An application fee of $1,225 for a conditional green card per individual aged 14 and above. 6. An application fee of $750 or $1,140 for a conditional green card per individual under 14. 7. A legal fee of $3,750 per family for submitting an I-829 petition. 8. Health insurance costs of $560+ per person. Step-by-step procedure for getting an EB-5 visa and a green card. Investors can submit their applications without the assistance of a lawyer, but the process involves substantial documentation, complex procedures, and a significant capital investment. Engaging an immigrant invest lawyer can help streamline the application process and mitigate the risk of application denial. 1. Immigrant Invest's due diligence, 1 day. Before finalizing an agreement with an immigration lawyer, an anti-money laundering officer conducts an initial due diligence to identify potential failure risks and find solutions. 2. Selection of an investment project, 2 weeks. Specialized EB-5 businesses offer opportunities for applicants to invest in approved projects. The investor must execute the transaction through an EB-5 regional center. 3. Document compilation, 2 weeks. A certified and accurate complete English translation must accompany any documents in a foreign language. 4. Meeting investment requirements, 1 week. Investors must meet the investment conditions, which entail either investing $800,000 in a rural or high unemployment area or $1,050,000 in a non-targeted employment area project. 5. Submission of EB-5 visa documents. Investors must submit a petition using Form I-526E to participate in the EB-5 program and the necessary supporting documents. These documents are submitted either to the U.S. consulate in their country of citizenship or to the Migration Service in the U.S. 6. Application approval. The U.S. Migration Service reviews the EB-5 visa applicants' documents over 3 to 4 years. The investor and their family can relocate to the U.S. and await application approval during this period. 7. Filing DS-260 or I-485 application for a conditional green card, 6 months. If investors are outside the U.S., they attend interviews at the U.S. Embassy. For individuals already in the U.S., the adjustment of status is pursued using Form I-485 with the U.S. CIS. 8. Attaining a permanent green card, 3 to 4 years. After 21 months following the approval of the EB-5 program petition, investors become eligible to receive a U.S. green card or permanent residence. They file an I-829 petition with the U.S. CIS to eliminate restrictions on obtaining permanent resident status. Alternative investment routes to travel to and work in the U.S. Several countries in the Middle East, Europe, and the Caribbean offer citizenship investment pathways that provide the opportunity to travel, reside, and work in the United States. Individuals holding Turkish passports gain access to B1, B2 visitor visas and E2 business visas for the U.S. Maltese citizens can travel to the U.S. without a visa. Foreign nationals obtain Maltese passports through naturalization by direct investment. Initially, investors apply for Malta residency and maintain their status for 1 or 3 years. Only after this period can they proceed to submit documents for obtaining citizenship. Grenadian citizens are eligible for an E2 visa to the USA, permitting them to live and work there. Applicants establish or acquire a business in the United States. To obtain Grenada citizenship, investors make a non-refundable contribution to the National Transformation Fund or purchase government-approved real estate. That's it for this episode about the EB-5 investor visa. Visit immigrantinvest.com for detailed information about it and other investment programs, or to book a meeting with Immigrant Invest lawyers who can help find answers to tricky questions. Take the next step towards your global opportunities and secure your future with Immigrant Invest. And see you in the next episodes of Passport Talks.
You are listening to Passport Talks, a podcast on how to become a true cosmopolitan, how to travel the world without visas, create a safe haven for your family, and access top-notch education and healthcare with a second passport or residency.